It's football at your fingertips. Hello everybody, it's Scott here and we are playing through GOALSCORER. It's available on iOS and Android and I'm currently playing through on my iPhone. This is one of our sponsored posts. We do these from time to time and we'd like to let you know at the top of the video. So what I'm currently playing right now is GOALSCORER Training Edition. It's an open beta which will eventually lead to the full version of GOALSCORER. But what exactly is this? Well, it is a football-based game without the need to rely on reflexes or hand-eye coordination. Basically, football is the game, but the name of the game is inclusivity. That has been the main MO of these developers, is to make a football-friendly game that players of all ages and abilities can enjoy without having to rely on skill, without having to rely on reflexes, hand-eye coordination, any of that. It just levels the playing field and allows fans of football to enjoy a different take on the game. So this is sort of a mix of football and chess, but you don't have to be a grandmaster in order to enjoy the game, because there is this level of randomization and unknownness to the game, which allows anybody to be able to win and turn the tide. I just won right there, which is great. So I'm going to jump in again and actually explain what is happening. So there are a lot of rules to remember, but once you've got them under your belt, it's easy to play, it's fun to play, but it is a challenge to master. So looking at the actual timetable, you can see at the top now, we've got this countdown, 15 minutes for each thing, but that's going to be fine. That's going to be plenty of time for me to explain what's actually going on. Our team is on the left. We can see we have got 3 pro players. They are represented by the striped shirts. 1, 9, and 10 are our pro players. Everybody else are our youth players, except for the star player, represented obviously by the star. We have 2 moves per turn. We're able to move one of our youth players, and we're able to move one of our pro players. If we get one of our youth players to the other side of the screen, to the other side of the field, then we can promote them to a pro player, and then they'll get special moves based on what number they have on their jersey. I'm just going to move some of my players about just to get a little bit of fluidity within the game. And the way that you score goals is to capture the other player's counters. But it's not as simple as just capturing them, because as you can see, we can see the numbers on our counters, but we can't see all of the numbers on the other player's counters. And that's essential, because you don't just score goals by capturing any counter. You have to make sure you capture a 7, 8, 9, or 10, or 11 as well, rather. Because if you count one of them, then you get a goal. But if you capture one of the other, I'm going to move my 7 out of the way there. If you capture a 4, 5, or 6, then you will get an offside. If you capture a 2 or 3, then it will be a penalty. Right now, an offside. They've got an offside for us. So we are able to now click on one of their players' icons and see what number they are. So let's go for the top left here. So that's a number 2. So now we know not to try and capture that number 2, because if we do, we will be conceding a penalty to them. And when they get a penalty, they're able to kick one of our team off the field. So let's keep trying moving forward. I'm going to try and get this number 2 to the other side of the pitch, because I really want to see if we can upgrade. I should have moved that 2. I moved that 7 instead, but I'm going to move this number 10 here. Now let's move this 2 across. Number 1 is our goalie. They stay in place. They managed to get one of their team promoted, and they took out one of our team. Number 7, they got a goal. Never mind. So now they're 1 up. As you can see at the top, the countdown, that is how long we've got left within the match. It's a stopwatch countdown, sort of like chess. So when it's our turn, it runs down, it pauses when it's their turn. But we also have amount of moves left within the game. So 11 turns left before it's game over. If the timer goes down to 0 or the countdown of moves goes down to 0, it is game over. We get 1 goal for each of the players captured, whether it's through 7 through 11. But the star player, if we manage to capture the star player, we get 2 goals and it's game over. They also get 2 goals and game over if they manage to capture our star player. So we want to make sure to protect our star player and keep on the hunt for their star player. So I'm going to try and run a risk now and do this number 9 to capture this. Yes, and it was a goal. It was number 8. That's a goal for us. We've equalized 1-1. They're moving forward. They managed to capture our number 9. That's fair. That was a trade-off right there. So what I'm going to do is move my number 2 to get promoted. Thank you very much. We have been promoted. I'm going to move you back to this side of the pitch. Now, there is a risk of moving this number 11 across, because if they capture our number 11, then they will get a goal. So I'm just going to try and eke it out. I really want to move this number 6 out of the way, because if they capture our star player, then it's game over. So let's move this 3 down. They don't know it's our star player just yet, which is good. I'm going to move this 2 across to here. So they captured a 3, so it's a penalty. So now we have the opportunity to kick off one of their team from the pitch. If it is a 2 or 3, nothing happens, they just leave. If it is a 7 through to 11, we get a goal. So let's go for one at the back here. Oh, it was their star player. Okay, that's fine. Nothing happens, it just gets revealed. And now we can move on. But now we know that's where the star player is, which is very interesting, because I've got a feeling if I move this number 4 here, I could probably get this number 2 to capture the star player. Star is revealed. We get 2 goals, I believe. And that should be a win for us. Let's have a look. And we won. Beautiful. That is how the game is played. And because you don't quite know which of the counters is which number, it's always a little bit random. It's always a little bit of strategy. You have to try and sometimes sacrifice your counters in order to be able to get an offside, in order to be able to get a penalty, so that you can reveal what the other team has. You want to try and keep a little bit tactical, keep a little bit strategic, and hopefully you win the game. So there are a few customization options in this. You're able to choose your team's jerseys, colors, and stripes, any type of emblem that you want to represent. As the game gets developed further, there will be options to upload your favorite teams to be able to be represented within the game. And a really nice incentive that these developers have is that the top 3 players each month within the leaderboards will win a small cash prize for their chosen football team. Amateur or school teams are preferred, or a registered charity. Because another aim of these developers is that GOALSCORER is all about supporting grassroots and youth development in football. So to have the chance to be able to play this game and to bring some support to these smaller teams is a very noble endeavor. So yes, if you're a fan of football, if you're a fan of strategy, this is a great game to have a go at. Give it a download, learn the rules, see what you think of it, and feel free to give some support to the developers. They're still open to feedback, and they like to take on board any notes for further polishing and ways that they can improve the game and bring it to a greater audience to promote this notion of inclusivity within the game. So yes, my friends, this has been a little look at GOALSCORER. Let us know down below. What do you think? Will you be having a go at this game? Do you like this mashup of football and strategy? Let us know in the comments below. But for now, my friends, luck and more to you all, and catch you next time.